Sunday Coin Hunter here. I got a row of Buffalo nickels. Guys shipped them very well packed. I didn't count how many they were. I do know some of these are dateless and some are partial dates. I already looked at these. I kind of got them separated, so we can count. This one I know for sure. It's a type 1 because you can tell by how the mound drops down right there. So this is going to be a type 1. So I make it a 2013. I just don't know what mint. So I'm not going to nicodate this one at all. Because I think the mint is supposed to be right there. I'm going to look it up on the website. And he sent me some partial dates. So then we got some that have no dates. So we have a little fun with those with nicodating. And usually I don't do that, but once you do it, kind of get hooked onto it. In fact, I can see the bottle of it right now. So let me go to PC Justice website so I can see where the mint mark is supposed to be at on this Buffalo nickel. So 1913D and S. So these were mint. So you got the Philly, which is no mint mark, a D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. So I'm opening it up. Yep, I was right. The 68S. So the mint mark should be about right where my thumbnail is. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you where it's at. I'm going to pause the camera, adjust everything to the video of the scope on the computer screen. If I get my mouse to go up there. Give me a second. Come on, mouse, get over there. So, I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna pause the video just for a second for y'all. For me, it's gonna be. I'm gonna adjust everything first, the focusing and all that, so we can see a little bit better. Okay, so let me pause the video and I'll bring y'all right back. Okay, just to show y'all the mint mark should be right there, and it's not there. So you get the word 5, move my thumb out the way. So F-I-V-E and C-E-N-T-S right there. So I'm now going to nicodate this just to show you all a little bit closer. See, that's how the mound is. The mound drops down. The date should be right up in here for 2013. So we're now going to nicodate that. This will show you all the difference. See, here's type 2. This is Philly minute. And now I'm trying to find where the date is on here. So this is going to be in 1927. Same thing, the date. The mint mark should be right here. It's about a G4. $19.23. Philly. Not the three feather variety, because here's the third feather. $19.20. No doubling on the word 5 cents. So see, you got three feathers. 1, 2, and 3. It's a 1936 Philly. Here's a Denver. That's in. I don't see no RPM on there. No doubling. Pretty gray. $19.36 Denver. That may be a mint mark. It is. I can see the S. This is an S right there. Very faint, but it's there. And this will be. This is a partial date. It could be a 6 or an 8. See the 1, the 9, the 2, that could be either 6 or 8. So we may nicodate that. Nicodate does damage the coins, but sometimes that's the only way to get it. It only works with nickel. Do not try it on silver. There's another 1923 Philly. So these are made from 1913 to 1938 in conjunction with the Jefferson nickel being coming out. $35. This is supposed to have doubling on the words. And no mint mark. So this is a Philly. And it doesn't look like it's got doubling in it. This is about a G3. A little bit of the horn. Let's make it a G2 because I did not see the tail. You see the tail coming out right there, and that's about it. See something on this one? Another 1923. And this is Philly. And that's the loop of the tail right there. Usually comes right out, stops some of those up in here. like another 1923. There we go. Yep, 1923. There's the F Mark, the designer. Had that name out the other night. Somebody was asking about it in another video feed, and let's see, quarters and dimes, half dimes. We need nickels. No, I know the last name was Fraser. James Earl Fraser. That's who helped make this very popular nickel. I didn't think I even looked for a mint mark yet. Well, it's not there, so I guess it's not. Now, if this one had a mint mark, I would have to nicodate it. It's like a 1920. There could be something there, so I'm going to put that to the right side for nicodating. No mint mark. See, now this is a 1928. There's another one. No mint mark. All three feathers. Another 1923. Here's another 1923. No mint mark. Tell you what, we're going to do one of these partial dates. I got several of these. So you can see, barely see the 2 and the 3. For those who've never seen nicodating, I'm going to do one live right now. Tell you what, I'm going to reset the screen. For this purpose. That's the liquid. So what it does, it finds the outline. What I'll do is take this off. You got lights coming everywhere. I'm going to take some glitter off the liquid. Now what I like to do is take a little toothpick. kind of stir it up a little bit, kind of agitate it. It is a chemical, so if you buy the Nicodate, definitely keep out your little kids' hands. If you have a safe, I say lock it up in the safe just to make sure. So here we're starting to see the 2 come out. What you see is all the dirt and grime coming up in the liquid. Sometimes I kind of use a little bit of rubbing alcohol and rub it down before I put the Nicodate on. Tends to help out. So you see the numbers are getting there. I'm going to bring any napkins in here, so I'm going to use a Q-tip for this part. So now you can see the 1, the 9, the 2, and the 3. I could have left on it a little bit longer, but the longer you leave it on, the more damage it does to the coin. So I got one more time. Yeah, definitely see the 2 and the 3 a lot better now. Just to show you, now remember I got lights turned off, so if I turn the lights back on, it kind of, you know, it blends it out. So if you have a scope mirror and play with the settings or the lighting that you're using, so you can sometimes see these. So. This got some nice little scrape across it. I think this is a 1927. So we got a mint mark. Oh, look a little bit closer. And once again, I'm going to Nicodate this one. So you can see the 2 there, but see how my lights, those LED lights just reflect off of everything. Now you can't see nothing. Let's see, turn more light back this way. Try to keep glare out of the video. I think there's too much damage right there. It's going to be hard to pull that number off. Sometimes you can clean using a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and that does seem to help out some Nicodate, because then it's not pulling the dirt up and out. Any creases and cracks in the die planchet. It's like another 1923. So Still kind of hard to read because of that crack. So I'm trying to find that date. Seen 192. Looks like another 3. It is. Maybe a little bit more, and we'll see what it does. Sometimes you have to do it twice. I've done as many as 3 times. Oh yeah, that's why I pulling out more dirt. Yeah. 1923. Now what you can do sometimes, you have to use Nicodate. Use rubbing alcohol to clean it off a little bit. Kind of helps clean everything up. You want to get the higher you can get the alcohol, the better off it is, because it does evaporate faster. Higher alcohol content, I guess. So basically what I'm doing is just kind of wiping over this area. You can see that crack, you see the 2. And you can see the 3, the crack is just totally just scratched. It's more of a scratch than anything else. So we're checking the mint mark on this one. There's nothing. This is like an 8. So 1918. So that one I don't have to read Nicodate. I can see the 1, the 9, and the 1, then the 8. And this is a Philly minted one. $19.20 or $19.30. Just clean it off a little bit. think of these. What the Nicodate is doing is finding where the impression of the die struck to make the designs. So, it's like when you walk on the beach, wet sand, use your footprint. Basically, that's what happens, and that's why Nicodate can find dates. So this is going to be in 1920. See, sometimes it works really good, and sometimes you just don't know what's going on. So there's the 1, the 9, the 2, and the 0. 1920. So we know we got 1920, Philly, minted, buffalo. Actually, not buffalo. Buffalo look more like cattle. These are bison. Bison is the largest member of the goat family. So, then we now get into the Nicodate stuff. This has a partial mint mark. And it looks to be a D or an S. So yeah, put no P on the mints from Philly. So, well, I'm letting that set be right back home. Go get some napkins. It's easier to keep these coins clean like that. So get up and go in the kitchen, go get some. If the screen disappears, I will reset the screen. Okay, I'm coming back. Oh, I didn't put the coin underneath there. Huh? I thought I did. So it's already blackened up. Let's see, what did we get? There we go. Okay. That's why I keep napkins in here. So I don't get the stuff all over my hands. So the computer screen. And sometimes it just destroys the mint mark, and it is a D. Hard to read it, but it is a D. See, what year is this one? Don't see the year, so we are into the actual ones. We actually do have to do the Nicodate. Okay, I'll clean that one off. So clean right where the nickel date's going to go. Fire it off. And if you are going to do this, I suggest that you look and see where the dates are at on the nickel before you do it, so you can see, like I left the alcohol bubble. That's okay, we'll just pop it. And there we go. Just like magic. Be 1920. Definitely in 1920. Let's see if you can see it. There you go. 1920 Buffalo nickel. I think the nickel date destroyed the mint mark. That's the one thing you gotta be careful of, is what will it do. I still see the mint mark down there in the rim. Yeah, that's definitely a D. I'll show it to y'all. Here's the 5, the cents, and there's the D. You see it just coming down, so you know this is curving in down, coming back around. Next one, no mint mark. Looks like we got a partial date on this one. Yep, 1924. I think I actually have a nickel date one with that year in my book. $19.25, no mint mark. So you see the 2 and the 5. No, he's a nickel date in that. Here's another 1920, I do believe. Yeah. Shit, we want to do it. I mean, don't do it unless you have to, but I do like doing it. It happened when I got a Buffalo nickel in a row. It had no mint mark, and since then I've probably done about 80, 90 nickels. Now I did have a V nickel come in one time with no date. I had to use it on there. Well, now I just decided to etch the whole coin out, so I put it across the whole coin, and a little bit of the Liberty detail show up. So I actually gave that away to somebody who never had one. It's a 2. I think it's going to be another 0. we're going to absorb it up. Q-tip. We wipe it down with the alcohol Q-tip. See what we got. Not going to be a 1927. Is that one? Nope, 1921. I'm going to put a bit more on there and see if that helps. Recenter the camera on the screen, didn't realize it moved. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's a 1921. I think it was Philly minted. Yes. Okay, I think now it's starting to get into the dateless Buffalo nickels that he sent me. Yeah, I got another small batch I need to pick up here locally. Somebody has. I think it's like about 12 coins altogether. So we may be doing some more of this. We gotta look at 1923. That came out nice and fast. Absorb it all off with the cotton swab first. So I like when they come out nice. Really, really nice like that. Makes about a $2 coin, but it is considered damaged now. Where the date didn't have to do that, probably about a $6 or $7 coin. You see where the tail, you can just make out the edge of the tail right there going across the rear end, and the horns is basically missing altogether. There's another filly. It's got a partial date on it. So let's see what we got. It's 1926. No, it's a 29. 1929. Minute in Philly. Another partial date. That's the 26th. Look at a little counter stamp in that 6. No mint mark. I'll make it a Philly coin. And it's got some scratches on it. This has been damaged. That has been damaged. I think this has been liquidated. It's 1925. On that mark. There you go. There's the feathers. 1920. And this one's definitely missing the date. I can see part of a 9, and that's about it. So, definitely do not use this on silver because it will ruin the silver and will not work. Come on, magic, work, work, work. Doing this for almost done for 45 minutes. They're gonna call it stops and do the rest tomorrow morning. I get the other batch. So my son gets off work here about 10:30. Go pick him up. And with the video screen. You want me to buy the software for this scope, and I'm not doing that. Yeah, let's go clean it. Let me get that Q-tip. So there's going to be the last cleaning for this video, part 1, I guess. Part 2 be tomorrow. You can tell it takes time to go through these. Can be a lot of fun if you do it right. And if you don't have these dates that you find, use these as album fillers. There's a holding spot, so when you do get one that's got the visible date, mint mark, you can replace it. Now, a buddy of mine that does this, I think he sells four at a time. He puts up on Whatnot. You might get $1 or $2. He might sell them for $2 and probably make about $1.25 off of them. Sometimes you just cannot pull a date. I'm starting to see a 1 and a 9. I see a 2. Let's see, it's getting darker. Stir it all up. So we're getting now sometimes you can rebuild a date and not see it through a scope, so you may have to just pick it up and look at it to a good light source. Now I'll turn this light up. Looks to be 1919. Yep, 1919. I say the yeah, because the 1919 is a smaller date than some of the other dates on the coins. So let me point it out to y'all. Here's a 9, 1, 9, 1. This is a 1919 Buffalo nickel. So as of now, we only have 4, 5, 10, 'There's a partial date. This one's been nickel dated, 1916. That over there. So I'll call it the video for tonight. It's time for me to get my son from work. And y'all have a good evening. And if you're new, subscribe please. Helps me out. I really don't get made. I don't make no money off of YouTube. I ain't worried about making money off of YouTube. I just like to see my channel grow. But I do know when I hit 250 subs, I will be giving something away. I don't know what just yet, but I have to tune in and find out. Next week, I have a box of nickels. I'll be doing my first ever full box nickel hunt on this channel. And then I'll probably cash in all that in and get a box of quarters for the following week. It may take me a little bit longer because it takes a while to go through nickels looking for errors. So, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you give me a thumbs up and leave a comment. Y'all have a good evening and keep on hunting.